Hello. So many have emailed me asking me about this standing stick or the Zhan Zhuang, how to do it, and so I decided today to show you step by step how to do it because this is a simple stuff. Everybody should be able to do it. Very easy to learn stuff. Okay. So you'll be able to experience that if you follow what I'm showing you here. Okay. So the first thing is say we talk like about the hardware and software. Let's talk about the hardware first. Okay. Then we go to proceed to the software. So just follow my instructions, and you will be able to get there, at least to have some experience with it. Okay. So okay, the first thing need to be really clear is to know the exact locations of these 7 bolts. Okay. So they are the okay. This part of the feet, okay, this part, not K1, not the heel, okay, so this is the, what I call the 7 bolt, okay, or the feet bolt, okay. So there's a 7 bolt or feet bolt, or sometimes I call it just the feet, okay, this part. And then, there is the ankle, okay, so we know the ankle. And then there is the knee. Okay, however, the knee here you have to watch out. It's not this knee, this front of the knee area. Even though we call this knee as the joints or the knee joints, knee bolt, we actually is using this part, not this part. If you look, this front part of the knee might cause tear and wear and might cause injury. Okay, so it is this part of the knee, which I call the back part of the knee. Okay, and then of course is your hip here. Okay, and then is your shoulder, and then is your elbow, and then is your wrist. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7. Okay. This has to we need to be really clearly defined here. Okay. So we know the 7 bolt. Then next we want to go into a stance or a stick, okay, or the zhuang, okay. So what do I have to do? I just have to stand in the parallel stance, okay. The feet is just parallel. It doesn't matter right now it's in or out. Just have to be comfortable parallel, okay. Now for the purpose of demonstrations here, and I suggest that you probably want to do that the same thing too. I put 2 slippers in the ground. So remember, my 7 bolt can step on it. That way, it reminds me where I put my body weight in. Okay, so I'm not going to put it on the K1. I'm not going to put in the heel, but I'm going to put in that part of the legs, the feet. Okay. Now you have a parallel stance. Okay. That part of the 7 bolt is actually step on the ground, okay, or the sleeper there. And number one thing we need to adjust right now is this knee. Okay, if this knee is bent too much, okay, you will feel heavy, bottom side heavy, and you feel stress on the leg. Okay. That is not what we want to be. If the knee is straight and locked, Then you feel that this part like heavy, and the top like heavy, and the bottom is like a really unstable, lightweight. Okay, so it's heavy here, light there, or if you're doing this one, it's like a heavy there and it's light here. That's not what we want. Okay, the standing stick is you want to bend your knee between this and lock enough so that you feel like the weight of your body is equally distributed. So in other words, this is usually I use a term for this is called levitating. Feel that you're really I can say weightless or just levitate. Okay, you really feel release. Okay, you don't feel any part is heavy or light, or it's just very stable, and you feel light. Okay, so that's the knee position, which you have to adjust that with. And then you want to relax your back. You don't want to do this. You want to relax your back. Okay, so instead of doing this or this, you just want to relax your back. So how does that feel? It's like when you want to take down your pen to go to sit on the toilet, that have a little that feeling. So this back, behind the back is relaxed. Okay, don't tuck your tailbone, those kind of things. Just relax for that. Okay, so the notion is that this two weight is going down from the ground, as this part, which is we call in Chinese called 挡劲, the crotch is like going upward. Okay, in the middle, like my spine there is going upward. Okay, so it's automatically and naturally that this is drop down and this is pull up. Okay, those kind of feeling with this back is relaxed. Okay, so that is your back. And then you want to tuck in your chin slightly, not too much. Just make sure that the back part of the leg is, the head is not like this, but something like that. So that you feel like pulling up. Okay. So that is how a zhuang stand in a basic way. Okay, in a hardware. So if we talk about the hardware, that is how the hardware aligns itself. Okay. So from the 7 bowl, you know where to put your weight. You know how to adjust your knee for the body's weight balancing. You know how to adjust your back, relax your back, so that this part is not tightened up or hold in a certain way. You need then your back, your back of your neck here. Tuck in your chin a little bit slightly, so that you feel like it is pulling up, and or in other words, your whole body in this parallel stance or zhuang positions has to be really lightweight. Okay, you don't spend excessive weight on excessive power or strength to hold on anything. You just don't hold. You just stand there, not holding anything with this. Okay, so no part of the body is using strength to sustain or to stabilize it. No, you don't. You just standing like that with this. Okay, like levitate. Okay. Now that is the hardware part. Now let's put the software in. Okay. So the software is like this. The software is now first relax or loose up the 7 ball. Let it loose. Okay. Wait for some time, let it loose, make sure it loose. And then go to the ankle. Loosen up the ankle. Okay? Make sure you loose the joint before you move to another one. Okay? So first you loose your 7 balls, the feet joints, and then the ankle joints. And then after the ankle is relaxed, you relax the back of your knee. Relax that part. And then you wait, really relax. You go up to this hip area, you relax this full area. Okay? And you wait and you relax working on it. When it's loose up and relax, you move up to your shoulder. You relax on it. Okay. Okay. So once it's relaxed, you relax your elbow, and then your wrist, and then your finger. So you lose up. The software is you lose up from your feet to your finger. Okay? You go through all the 7 moves, step by step. Okay? Okay. That's what it is. That's all. Okay? For the standing stick or Zhan Zhuang, that's how you feel it. Stand there, relax, and you can feel that. Okay, this takes some time to practice, but you will be able to experience it. Okay, now, so there's standing stick. Okay, the proper of the Zhan Zhuang. So be it you use this Zhan Zhuang for health reasons, for martial art reasons, for internal cultivation. Somebody might put your hand this way. Same deal. You start from your sternum bowl. You go through your ankle, your knee, your hip area, your shoulder, your elbow, your wrist, and your finger. Either this way or this way, same. Okay. Now let's move to another one. So that now you will be able to feel what I'm talking about when I say sink down to the ground or get bounced back by the ground. Okay? Okay. So doing this, same thing again. We relax the 7 bowl. After that's relaxed, relax the ankle, relax the back of your knee, relax your hip area, relax your shoulder. Okay, stay there. And now, feel that feeling, okay? That experience with what you experience now, the feeling, the experience. Now, let's put another software in. Okay, so instead of going from the feet up to the shoulder, now you go from the shoulder down to the feet. Okay? Now, relax your shoulder. Relax your hip area. Relax your knee. Relax your ankle. Relax your sternum bowl. Okay? Now, if you do it, if you testing it, experiment it, you will find one thing. When you relax from bottom up, meaning from your sternum bowl up to the ankle, to your knee, to your hip, to your shoulder, you feel like you're sinking down to the ground, into the ground. Very stable. But if you relax from your shoulder downward to your hip, and then to your knee, and then to your ankle, and then to your sternum bowl, you feel like you are bouncing by the ground, bouncing up by the ground. So the Zhan Zhuang type or standing stick type is like you're standing in a quicksand. You are actually going down into the ground. As for if you are using the sequence of relaxing the shoulder first, shoulder, and then the hip, and then the knee, and then the ankle, and then the feet. You actually bounce up by the ground. Instead of going in, the ground actually bounces you up. Okay. So that is the difference. If you go relax from the shoulder down, you automatically get into an unstable situations because there's a force from the ground which will bounce you up. Okay. Now, so So in order to stand stably without getting needing the muscle to hold on it to hold on it to stress, to grips or whatever, you need to get the sequence proper. Okay, and also if you notice when you do this, either relax from the loose from the ground up or from the shoulder down, you will feel like there is a flow up or down your body, within your body. Okay, that is what I'm talking about, the force change path and the force change flow. In this sense, for this experiment, where you're doing the up, relax, loose from the feet, and then continues on to your shoulder, and from the shoulder continues down to the ground. The force change part of the Jing part is actually up and down, and the flow is also up and down. Okay, and you can experience that. That is what people talk about Jing. People talk about Jing or force change. Those type of things within body is people playing with. Okay, so that is the second thing I want to share with you in this video. The third one is often people will get into the Yi Kamyama. Okay, so what happens is that this is the so-called parallel equal shoulder stand, an equal shoulder stand. When you want to go to Yi Kamyama in Xiulin Tao, normally they use a twin ma to open up this, to widen the stance a little bit. And the key is the weight distributions is outward here, slightly outside. Okay, so you put the like this is the 2 feet. You put the feet, the weight distribution is toward the outside, so the feet like that. So that's the reason why you want to put adjust the toe or the feet slightly pointed in. Okay, the reason is to adjust that that body weight distributions. Okay, so the idea is this: you need to be able to do in the standing stick. Attain that first. Then you can stand there, and if you do that with the standing stick we're talking about, you can stand in practically for hours. You can sleep up there. Okay, that's how loose, how relaxed it is. This is what people in the Buddhist using for the standing meditation, the Taoists using for the Zhan Zhuang, the internal school using for those cultivations, the body, the chi, and everything, the platform. So this stance is really relaxed and really loose, and that you can stand for a long time. So you need that before you want to turn your toe, point your toes, or turn your feet a bit pointing in. Because if you can do the Zhan Zhuang, you cannot relax it, and you can easily jam your ankle or your knee. Okay, and so it's going step by step. So Yi Kamyama is just at Zhan Zhuang, you actually adjust align the body weight to the yang side or the outside of the outside of the feet or the yang side. If it's feet like this, it's going like this. So the body weight is going outside there. So that way the body is even more stabilized itself, and you leave this inside really loose, so the qi can flow from the feet from toes up to the chest. Okay, and the yang can going down from the head to the heel area. Okay, and the toes. Okay. So that way you have a setup here where you don't have to do anything, just set it up there, the holding loose up. When I say don't have to do anything, so you don't use the muscle to grab it, to hold or whatever, to tense it. That way, the body is loose, and the qi, and then the mechanics and the jing flow and so forth can flow naturally. Once if you doing the too low, the near like this, okay, a few things might happen. If your knee is beyond your toe, if your knee bend out beyond your toe, it's going to cause tear and wear with your knee. The second thing is that this jing flow or force change flow or force change path is now it break in the knee area. Okay, so the issue right now is this zhong is very important, is because so that you be able to have a natural unblocked or really smooth flow of the force and the qi, okay, and the breathing too. If you do that, automatically your hip will be relaxed and so forth. Okay, so it is just so simple a thing. It is not something mysterious or difficult. Okay, so why do we want to do this? Because this is the platform, and the platform has to have a mobility considerations. You cannot grips here and playing for a bunch of stance or holding certain structure, because that is not the basis of the mobility. For as a zhong is a very mobile, so you develop a very mobile capability position here. Okay, hope that I explained all these things to you guys, and try it and see what you get. Okay, thank you.